Welcome to JS and Interview, and into this video we'll be talking about what does this refer to in JavaScript. So suppose we have a function like this. If we call this function, then what do you think we'll get console log? Well, let's see. This Windows object. So just remember that when we call the function by itself, this refer to the window object. Now, if we create an object, and in this object, create a function and refer to the function we created earlier. So we see that it refers to the function we created right here. But now if we call this function, what do you think it refers to? It actually refers to the object itself. So the rule is, if the function gets called by itself, this always refers to the Windows object, the global scope. And if you call function through dot notation or bracket notation, like so, then it refers to whatever is on the left side of the dot or brackets. So this is called invoke. When you invoke a function, and if it's attached to an object and you're invoking it through the object, this will refer to the object itself. That's a very simple rule. You just follow that. You will never be lost. Where does this actually refer to? However, in certain cases, you want the function to be attached, this to be attached to a certain object. In that situation, you can use bind, and I'll demonstrate that. So let's say we have a new object, and attach another. So okay, now I want to bind ABC function to object 2. So it doesn't matter where I call it, how I call it, this always refers to obj. Okay, so we can do that. So what we do is ABC dot bind, and we type pass it the, and we save the reference. So bind actually returns a new function with this assigned to the parameter we're passing, which is object 2. Now if we call ABC, even though we're not calling it like this using dot notation, this will still refer to object 2. And if we type object 2, you can. So that's like the whole 50% of what you need to know about this in JavaScript. Now, other part of JavaScript that uses this a lot is constructor function, object constructor. So imagine we have this like a function, let's say pupil, person, name, like so. In this situation, you pretty much always call the constructor like, and you can do so. This is our second part, and this is how we're gonna understand it. To understand what's happening in this, you have to what's happening with this here, you have to understand what's you doing. So when you type new function name, and three things happen. First, a new object is created. Second, the function is this in the function, is assign a new object. Then the function is run. Good. Once the function has been executed, that object, the new object that was created, let's say this here and right over here, the new object that was created in this step gets returned automatically. Also, the new object that gets returned has its constructor set as to the function name. So in our case, that would be person. I know I said 3, but these are like 5 steps. But the 3 things, the main 3 things are happening. A new object gets created. This now refers to that new object. That new object gets returned once the function is done. All right. So that's pretty much it about this keyword in JavaScript. If you understand this much, you have pretty much you have surpassed a lot of JavaScript experts, front-end developers who don't understand this. And hopefully you like this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be sure to reply as soon as possible. Thanks for visiting.